Anyone could have seen this coming. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about MSNBC firing Tiffany Cross from their network immediately. Now, she has a show, I think it's called The Cross Connection or something with Tiffany Cross. I've covered her show a few times. It's really like a race-centric show. She's a black woman, obviously, and a lot of her stuff is about black issues and trying to tie things to black issues that don't really make any sense to tie it to. And I think that's probably why she got fired. Not just that, but I think NBC is going through a shift. I think Shep Smith got fired from MSNBC or NBC, wherever he was at on that particular platform. He got fired recently as well. I think they're going to lay off a lot of people because they want to do some changes. They're trying to up their numbers, changing their image. I'm not really sure. But I think Tiffany Cross got fired for very specific reasons. Now, I got a few articles, and of course I will link to these in the description. But let's play this video first. This may be the chief reason she got fired due to her comments about DeSantis in Florida.
Joe, what's you?
We need the culture that comes out of Florida, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Arizona's far enough away. Let it go.
Tiffany, what do you think? One's got to go.
I say Florida literally looks like the of the country, so let's get rid of Florida. Ron,
Are you saying castrate dick of the country?
Like the
So I guess the thing here is one's got to go like a game you play, and the choices are Florida, Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. So she picked Florida as the place that's got to go.
Ron,
Are you saying castrate dick of the country?
Seriously, let's castrate Florida. Here's the problem. Ron DeSantis, whatever you want to call Florida man, he is so problematic. The people there passed Amendment 4, which gave returning citizens, those formerly incarcerated, the right to vote. He instituted a poll tax. He has done everything he can to keep black and brown people from the ballot. He traffics in stupidity and ignorance, and I just think they are a problem for the rest of the country.
So basically, you're referring to Florida as a pretty vile term. And then you call Ron DeSantis Ron DeStupid. And then you say that the initiative to get felons the right to vote is a black and brown issue. Like there's no white felons at all. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's pretty racist as well to think that it's just a black issue or a black and quote unquote brown issue. So that's part of the reason why she has been fired. And then there's this right here, you see? Now, you guys may not know about NFL quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But obviously, that is not a black name. He is Samoan or some kind of Pacific Islander from over there, not black. He may look like he's black, but he's not. Pacific Islander. She said the reason why he was out there and he got a concussion and then they put him back on the field and he got another concussion and it looked really bad for the NFL. She said the reason why they did that is because he's black and playing for a white coach. Meanwhile, he's not black, and the coach, Mike McDaniel, is biracial, black and white. He is not white. So the whole white coach, black player thing was just false. All right. She said quite a few things like that, quite a few incendiary things like this. And here's an article where they get a little bit more into it. Of course, that's her again with one of many wigs. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, let's keep on going. MSNBC fires host Tiffany Cross after offensive comments on Florida. And you know what they said. I just played that right there. So it goes on to say the network has decided to not renew Cross's contract after 2 years and fire her effective immediately per Variety. So we're right on the midterm elections, 4 days before it. She's getting fired right away. They said enough is enough. We don't have any time for this. The production staff on their show, The Cross Connection, will remain at the network in different roles, of course. Sources told Variety's Cross's relationship with the network was, quote, becoming free, unquote, and that executives are worried about a willingness to address statements made by cable news hosts on other networks and her commentary that did not meet the standards of MSNBC or NBC News. That's funny how meeting the standard, that seems to be the go-to line. Oh, it didn't meet our standards. Just like when I reported on Paul and Nancy Pelosi, well, Paul Pelosi and the whole quote unquote home invasion thing, the video they put out for that by Miguel Almaguer, the story they did about that featuring Miguel Almaguer as the journalist reporting on it, they removed that from their website and then they say, oh, it did not meet MSNBC's or NBC News's reporting standards. Funny how that's the go-to term just to excuse whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. I think they fired her because they were getting tired of her and they're trying to cut down on staff and go in different directions. That's probably what happened. But they'll tell you a different thing right here. Let's keep on going. The last straw may have been comments Cross made as a guest on Charlamagne the God's show on Thursday. And I played that already, of course. And, of course, that will be in the box. Cross and other panelists were asked which swing state Democrats could afford to lose in the midterm elections. So, okay, I see. So they said it one got to go thing. I guess it wasn't really quite that, but I guess it was at the same time. But anyway, Cross has previously come under fire for other controversial statements, including when she suggested progressives should, quote, pick up a weapon and get involved, unquote, in the, quote unquote, war for survival of the country, though she appeared to be speaking metaphorically. Very interesting how that works, where you're giving all types of excuses when you say things that are just kind of metaphors or whatever if you're on the left, but if you are on the right, you get no such grace. That's not really afforded to you. You say something like that, then they're going to hold your feet to the fire. And it looks like Tiffany Cross has had her feet held to the fire in this situation right here. Not surprised at all. I'll say I'm about 0.2%, 0.02% surprised. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the times the left will circle the wagons around their people that are kind of problematic. You know, there's not really, they'll just let stuff like that go on. Okay, Al Sharpton, FBI snitch, race baiter, has been on MSNBC for forever. All right, looking like somebody's rich Uncle T in a Las Vegas casino. Okay, that's how he looks right now. And he sounds ridiculous when he talks. Can't really speak properly, but he's still over there on the network as far as I know. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. He still has a job, but maybe he plays the game better than she does. I'm not really sure why he's over there and she isn't. I think she probably would be better suited as a panelist on Charlamagne the God show on Comedy Central or on the BET, somewhere where she could be more blackity black, and that be it, rather than anchoring a show by herself. They said it did good. 600,000 viewers, I suppose. Not as good as other shows on other networks in that same time slot, but still pretty good. I just think that there were certain comments that she was making that did not go with the brand. Maybe she was wanting more money. Of course, with the news and politics, there's always more than what meets the eye. They'll tell you one thing, and it's kind of like misdirection. They don't want you to really know the truth about what's going on. They'll give you a little smidgen, and have you go off of that without really telling you the full story. So, of course, there is more here, but it'd be interesting to see what she says about the whole situation. I mean, she put out a statement, but it wasn't really nothing, talking about, you know, I'm disappointed, all this and that and the third. We had good traction. I'll link to that in the box if you want to read it for yourself. But I want to get the real detail. I want to get the tell-all book. I want to get somebody from inside MSNBC or the kind of mainstream media, the left political establishment. I want them to come up with a tell-all book and tell everything that's going on. All the deep, dark, dirty secrets. I want it all, because what we're hearing right here about Tiffany Cross, Shep Smith, even Paul Pelosi is not the full story. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Are you surprised here that Tiffany Cross has been fired by MSNBC? If you are or you're not, let me know in the comments below. Y'all know pretty much where I'm at. I'm not surprised here. The left will eat their own when the time calls for it. Okay? If they can benefit for someone, it's not problematic, they'll let them say really inflammatory things, false things. They'll let them do that for a while. But then when your numbers ain't really adding up, they can find somebody better than you. They can replace you with somebody. They'll go ahead and just discard you. I've seen that happen over and over and over again. You've seen it happen right now on the mainstream media with a lot of people getting fired. CNN, you've seen it happen with them. It's like, okay, you were good for a while. Are you talking about Trump and all that stuff while it was hot? But you're still doing that same thing. The numbers are dwindling. It's not going to bring our guys in, and we're going to do some rearranging, some readjusting, some shifting of talents, different places. So that might mean that you, loyal CNN employee, MS-13 DNC employee, you may be on the outs, be on the street with a sign talking about we'll tell lies for food. That's kind of what's going on, at least in my humble opinion. But whatever your thoughts are, Please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.